Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and amazing service departments, you'll drive away satisfied. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Been joined here today by the Arriva boys at 4x200. They just wrapped up a strong run here today. We're going to talk to the guy that got them off to that terrific start first here, Johnathan Riesselman. Johnathan, good start for you today. You said you felt good coming out of the blocks. How was that first 100?
Oh, the first 100 was good. There was no wind, and then the back stretch, you hit the wind, and it was like a brick wall.
Now, it's your first meet, so I know that you haven't had a lot of meets to run out of the blocks, but is it something you've worked on a lot?
Yeah, we usually work on it once or twice a week in practice and get 15 to 20 a day.
Did you feel like it was a good start out of the blocks?
Yeah, I thought I felt really well coming out of the blocks.
Okay, so when you got to that curve and you got the wind, how did you adjust?
I had to drive harder and dig deep. It wasn't as easy as the first stretch.
So I got to ask, you were kind of talking with the guys about that first corner here a little bit ago. Do you want to repeat what you talked about and how you realized once you got to that corner what the wind was doing here today?
Well, I started off going down the curve, and I was trying to catch up to them, and then everyone else ahead of me got to the curve and to the back stretch and started slowing down. I'm like, oh, I got this, and then the wind came, and yeah, I really had to start working for it.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here today. You fought through that wind really well. How was the handoff with Devon?
Oh, pretty good.
Pretty good. Is that one of the better handoffs for you guys?
Yeah.
Even through practices?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Great job out here today. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Devon Ehlers. You had to fight the wind a little bit, and then you got it to your back. How'd you feel out there?
Wind really helped, not having to run into it.
So take me through the handoff. How did you feel like the handoff went, and then how did you feel like you ran after that?
Well, I had to slow down a little bit, but then after that it wasn't bad.
Okay. How was it coming through the curve? What was kind of the game plan for you?
Stay close to the line and shorter distance a little bit.
Did you kind of execute that pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you feel coming down the straightaway?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. So what's it like, first meet for you guys this year, outdoor meet? I mean, you only had one other one scheduled prior to this and it got canceled.
Way different than running in the gym.
Yeah.
On the football field.
So how do you adjust to that?
It's a lot nicer.
What's it like though, just get out here and compete against other guys rather than just in practice?
Push yourself harder with other competition and then work a little bit harder.
What do you got coming up yet tonight?
4x1.
4x1. Well, I tell you what, great job out here today.
Thanks.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks.
You bet. Let's move over to Damon Ehlers now. And Damon ran that third leg here today. How did you feel from the start when you got the handoff?
Not great.
Why not?
Felt very slow starting. Handoff was all right, but
just tough to adjust, not having been in a meet and kind of getting into that frame of mind. Or what do you think created you to feel like you weren't going fast?
Well, I haven't past years ran any medleys or anything, so it just kind of felt new, felt weird.
Okay. How was the handoff for you?
My handoff with Johnny was pretty good. My one with Wyatt was all right for not practicing that much.
Okay. What have you been working on in practice then?
We did work on handoffs, but previously Blaine Smith was supposed to run our last leg, but he had to switch out.
Okay. So when you got to the back stretch there, how did you adjust to that wind you had to fight through today?
Like Johnny said, just digging deep down, just got to push harder. Just put your head down, run.
You said you haven't run many relays. What will you take from today to kind of maybe help you out in future relays that you'll run in?
Get more practice, work on handoffs.
Well, I tell you what, appreciate you joining us here today. Best of luck coming up the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Wyatt Ragaller, who ran the anchor leg here today. How'd you feel? How'd that handoff with Damon go?
Handoff for Damon's all right for our first time ever doing it, not having any practice. And then the running felt pretty good. Had the wind at my back, so it kind of just carried me a little bit.
Did you guys get a chance to do any warm-ups with this group before the race today?
No, we did not. Me and Damon, that was our first handoff without even any practice.
So you got to be pretty impressed with how it went. So
just going off the fly.
Take me through the curve. What was going through your mind?
Just keeping my form well, and then once I got around that bend, just pushing myself down the back stretch.
How tough is it to kind of have to push yourself without anybody running with you to push you? Because you guys had you had a nice lead coming down that straightaway.
It's all right. Honestly, it's still pretty good running by myself and just focusing on myself and what I'm running, not have to worry about anyone else and catching them.
So I got to ask, you golfed up at Spencer earlier today, an 18-hole tournament that teed off at 10 this morning. How tiring of a day has this been?
Pretty tired. There's a lot of sunburn. Sun was out today, so my arms aren't the best, and then my legs are kind of tired from walking.
What do you got coming up yet tonight?
400 hurdles, and then I'm done.
Well, I tell you what, get some rest before that 400 hurdles. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.